What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be doing another unboxing of fragrances I just got in today, literally right now. The fact the guys came in. So shout out, this is gonna be from Olfactory Factory. So shout out to Olfactory Factory. This package got here in 2 days from when I ordered it to when it got here. Keep in mind, I'm not even close. Well, I guess kind of close. I think they're based in Indiana or something like that. But 2 day shipping pretty much. And I guess it had to be sent out the same day that I purchased it. And I purchased it at pretty close to like nighttime. But go ahead and talk about the fragrances I just got in. There's gonna be a brand I don't have in my collection. And it's gonna be a brand that I've been talking to one of you guys about in the comment section. But it's gonna be Boadecia. And now you think I only got one. We actually got two. I don't know why that box is absolutely massive. But here's the other one. This is going to be a tester. I'm sorry. I'm making all this noise right now. But the second one's a tester. And it does have a cap. All right. It said no cap, but I guess it does. Which I'm happy about. So don't think there's anything else in here. But I'll double check with all this noise I'm about to make. There is nothing else. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure. And again, shout out to Olfactory Factory. I do have them as an affiliate link in the description of my videos. If you want to check them out, I do get a small commission. So, since I got this one, that's a huge box, I'll save that one for this. Well, I'll do that one first or second. This one is Bodacious. Yep, Bodacious. I have smelled a few Boadecia fragrances, but it's been a while. I don't really know what they smell like. I remember not being really impressed. I remember thinking that they smelled like other fragrances. So I never really got into the house. But I think it's only time at some point that you, let me go ahead and take off these glasses and feel the reflection. I normally have them off. Pretty much once you get into just like higher end stuff like Roja, it's kind of, if you get into Roja, I feel like it's like at some point you're gonna get into Boadecia. Keep in mind, I'm not tied to this house in any way. No sentimental value, none of that stuff. So if I don't really like this fragrance or any of these fragrances, I don't mind selling them. I just got them, especially because I've been talking to one of you guys and you've been pretty much saying, I'm gonna get my hands on Ardent because I liked Noir de Noir. And something, I forgot what you said about Bodacious, but it made it sound more appealing. So I went ahead and bought both because why not, right? So let's go ahead and get this sprayed on skin. Nice atomizer, nice and wide. Bodacious is supposed to smell like, I believe, where a lot of this smells similar to is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, I believe it is. So out in the air right now. I have smelled Lost Cherry before, but it's been a while. So I don't really have that tie. Okay. I'll pull up the notes. You know what? Let me open up my computer real quick and I'll pull up the notes. But before I do that, I'll guess what it has. Since I already know, I think it has like rum, tobacco. If it's similar to Lost Cherry, it has to have some kind of cherry note in there. I'm getting some kind of dryness, like a nuttiness. I don't know if that's just maybe on my skin. Slight nuttiness. Let me see. Put this all right. Okay, so it was perfumed by Christian Provenzano. So top notes are cherry, cognac, almond, clove. Middle notes are heliotrope, jasmine, sambic, Moroccan rose. Base notes are tobacco, tonka bean, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, musk, and vetiver. It could be the vetiver that's coming off, maybe a little bit nutty. Also could be like the tobacco's dryness that I could probably get that kind of nuttiness from. Cause it's kind of like it's not there too much right now, but it's kind of like a dryness. Let's see. So yeah, people compare it to Lost Cherry or Navitas Venom of Love. All right. What do I think about it though? I think there's definitely probably layers from when I sprayed it to how it's already dried kind of on my skin. So I have to give it more time and give it a wearing to see how I feel about it completely as an entire fragrance. But as of right now, it's good. That's it. I would say it's good and that's it. Like it's not like a blue, it blows my mind. Obviously there's not that many fragrances that have done that to me. So it's not on like the level to me as like a YSL Tuxedo or a Ventus, but that was a Ventus when I wasn't even into fragrances. I just got a Ventus. It's not blowing my mind like that. So think about the best fragrance you've smelled. It's not mind blowing like that. Is it good? I could see myself enjoying it more as I wear it. I think a full wearing would definitely give this a little bit more of a chance. Quality wise, smells like it's pretty high quality. Don't know exactly if it's, I really don't know much about Boadecia fragrances. They do have a pretty big high price tag, but it does smell high quality, doesn't smell cheap. So yeah, as of right now, I'm just going to say it's good. If I had to give it like a number out of 10 or a ranking out of 10, I would say a 7. Yeah, about a 6 or 7. So that's like good, not bad, right? But that's his first impressions. Now, I'm interested to see why this is in such a big box. I didn't know they came in such big boxes. But yeah, let's get this opened up. I'll put that there. All right. And to put this in perspective, like the size of this box is like the size of a book. So it says pull to open. So I guess we're doing this together. Oh, it goes all the way to the back and around. So to open, you're gonna see the fragrance before I do. There we go. And I'm assuming this is gonna, it's like, how do I open this? The price is in the box. That's what this is. Okay, so I guess it locks it. That's interesting. You put it up and then you can open it. And then to open it, here it is. So it's definitely a really cool presentation. Probably one of the best presentations, I would say. And it has something down here, which I will get to, but I'll go ahead and pull this bottle out. Which it has a tab, but it's not really pulling the bottle out, which is pretty cool. Make the tab work. You have spent so much money on this. This bottle is in there, which I guess it's a good thing, but at the same time, damn. Yeah, I don't know how that. All right, so here's the bottle. Is this? This supposed to be like this? I think I got a defective. Or it's supposed to be like this. I don't really know. Is this supposed to be this low? I really don't know. I guess I'll pull up a picture of it in a second, but I don't know if it's supposed to be that low. It's like it doesn't seem like it, but I have no idea. But let's go ahead and see what's in this tab down here. Nope. Let's make my life easier. Let's go ahead and turn this around. Let's just go ahead and pull this out, you know. Like I said, this is my first time unboxing a Boadecia fragrance, so all right, I guess I could check it here. So yeah, this is definitely not supposed to be that low. If you guys see the picture, which I guess it's, I mean, not the worst thing in the world, I guess, right? If I can like move it. Yeah, I don't know how, do I care? It just seems like it's stuck on there. It's like, it's definitely glued down on there. So really interesting. I'll email them about it, see what they do about it. I don't really know if I care or not, just because I got it for pretty cheap. But, and obviously they don't know this because this was sent and sealed. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this sprayed. I got nothing on there. All right, so initial, it does kind of remind me of Noir de Noir. It does. I would say it does remind me of a stronger version. So you are right in that aspect, or in that point. This is pretty much that fragrance. So this is 100 ml. I got it from Olfactory Factory for maybe, I think it was like $130 with the discount code. Looking in there, it looks like it is glued down to the bottle. It looks like it's slid down. I'm not sure if this bottle was like just kept in like a really hot warehouse or something and it just moved it down. But yeah. Again, I don't think I care. But at the same time, it's like, how would it look on the shelf? But I'll just put this fragrance right in front of it. So yeah, this fragrance, if you like Noir de Noir, you will definitely like this fragrance. I would say if you wanted a stronger version of Noir de Noir, well, keep in mind I only have a sample of it. Sample can only be like, it's not going to be the entire atomizer, so it's not going to give you all the sprays or as much fragrance as the actual bottle. But yeah, I still think it's pretty good. It does remind me of Noir de Noir. Let's go ahead and pull up the notes. And honestly, I don't think I care. I'm gonna email them just so they're aware that that's how my bottle came. But I think I'll keep my bottle. Let's see. So, of course, we have now Fragrantica has these giant ads. They're very irritating. Top notes are Turkish rose, saffron, coriander, carrot seeds. Middle notes are rose, beeswax, jasmine, hedione. Base notes are vanilla, patchouli, oud, benzoin, amber, labdanum, and musk. And a lot of people say it's long lasting, moderate to strong sillage. People compare it the most to Noir de Noir and Club de Nuit Woman, which I used to own because it's a clone of that. Or Club de Nuit Intense Woman, I think it was. They're pretty similar, so this one's really good. But again, I really do enjoy Noir de Noir, but I definitely say this one's, it's really good. I should have brought over my sample of Noir de Noir, but it's in the other room. All right, so I'll tell you which one I like, and I'll tell you which one my wife probably is going to enjoy more. I really like this one. I like Ardent a lot more. My wife is definitely going to enjoy Bodacious. I've realized she likes more of that cherry, but it has to be cherry in like a way that it kind of reminds you of cough medicine. Just because she weirdly loved cough medicine or cough syrup as a kid. So like that cherry cough syrup, I couldn't stand it. I guess she used to love it as a kid. So for me, I kind of get that. Now I don't really mind the smell of it. Obviously, I've grown up, but it just reminds me of that. But again, I feel like wearing this fragrance will be a lot better. If I had to give this one, I would say, I'll go back. I'll say this is a 6. This would be like a 7.5 out of 10. Again, first impressions, no wearings, none of that stuff. Just what I think. But here's what it's 2 fragrances that pretty much smell like 2 Tom Ford fragrances. That's where I'm kind of like, you're pretty much a clone house, right? Just because the materials are, they're really good materials. They're not a clone house like a Middle Eastern cheapie that you could find for like $20, like the Club Nuit. Doesn't mean it's not a clone house. When did Boadecia become a house? That's my thing. And which fragrances do they have that are truly original fragrances? I don't know much about the house, which is why I can't really, I can't really talk too much about like how I feel about it, because maybe Boadecia has been around for a really long time, and it's just now on my radar. This Ardent was launched in 2012. Let's see. And I wonder if they're giving credit to the original perfumer. That's my other thing. Let's say they're giving credit to the original perfumer, and then they're like, they wanted to take this take, and maybe whatever. So Noir de Noir came out in 2007. Ardent came out in 2012. Yeah, that's like a... And then how about for Bodacious? Bodacious came out in 2021. And Tom Ford's Lost Cherry came out in 2018. So, if they're giving credit to like the original perfumer, and they're like, we just wanted to take this and make it pretty much our own spin. I can't really talk too much about Lost Cherries and the comparison because I've never owned Lost Cherry, but as like someone that's have a decant of or a sample of Noir de Noir, and I've owned that Club de Nuit fragrance. The Club de Nuit obviously is like, it's a clone. We all know it's a clone. It's not putting up a price tag like if it's not a clone house. I don't know. That's a weird one because, well, let's see. When did Boadecia, when did they start making fragrances? And what's I would say their most popular fragrance that at least I know is Blue Sapphire. Do people say that Blue Sapphire smells like something else? I do not know, but I can look that up right now. All right, let's see. They were founded in 2007. Okay. British luxury Boadecia the Victorious. Okay, so they were founded in 2007. And then their most famous one I would say is probably Blue Sapphire. I would say maybe Blue Sapphire is like their one fragrance that's like original. That one came out in 2013. And let's see. People compare it to Al-Karashi blend Abdul Samad Al-Karashi. I've never heard of that, but let's see when that one came out. So that fragrance, I do not know when it came out. We could quick Google search this. It came out in 2003. All right. Yeah. It came out in 2003. That's all right. So this is where I'm kind of like, you know, are you just a clone house? Someone says Blue Sapphire is a great upgrade of Al-Karashi blend, but not great enough to be 3 times more expensive than the original. Yeah, this is my thoughts on Boadecia. Just my thoughts on Boadecia. If you guys don't like it, it is what it is. It's just I get wanting to, you know, make fragrances but this, I would say, in my opinion, this is a clone house. Like clone house, as in the same way that some clone house companies grab they grab a DNA, make a twist on something. This is what they are, but like a more expensive version of it. Which, hey, like they're, I guess, using really high quality materials. But where it changes is the creativity. You're pretty much just taking a popular DNA or a well-known DNA and just remaking it. And sometimes charging more than the original price. I don't see how that makes sense. Yeah. I feel like the creativity of the original perfumers should always be like, just price-wise, maybe should be a little higher than the person that just takes it and takes it and just changes a little bit or makes it stronger and re-release it. Why is that more expensive? That's just my thoughts. Maybe it'll change as I wear these. But yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on that. Let's see what we leave off here with. I'm getting sick, I guess. But yeah, I mean, they're really good. They're good, but they're just as good as the originals. Noir de Noir is a fragrance, I enjoy. It reminds me of Noir de Noir, so how am I not going to enjoy Ardent? Lost Cherry. I think I remember actually liking the fragrance when I smelled it. Just never thought I would actually get a bottle of it. Then I have this. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are cheaper than the Tom Fords. But if you go retail, these are way more expensive. So like discount-wise, you could find these cheaper than the Tom Ford fragrances. But retail-wise, these are going to be way more expensive, I believe. And let me double check. Let's do Bodacious. Bodacious retail is where can I find this retail? I have no idea. Maybe Neiman Marcus. No. I just only see it on discounters. How about Ardent? All right, so Ardent is $315 retail, and Tom Ford Noir to Noir. Okay, 100 ml, $445 for the Tom Ford. So there's a pretty big difference there. All right, so I was wrong about that. Nope, no problem. How about Lost Cherry? Lost Cherry is, jeez, 615 retail for 100 ml. Let's see. And Bodacious is 390 retail. So both really high, but obviously it's 615 for Lost Cherry. It is insane. You could get it for olfactory.